Let's talk some toys in here.
Hey, what's everyone doing today at YouTube? It's the man child. Alright, so I finally got in my Masterverse Revelation Trapjaw. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. I want to give a shout out to the channel Toy Habits. You go check out their channel for like a lot of MOTU updates and news and whatnot. And yeah, they kind of gave me the heads up more or less that this Trapjaw was floating around on a seller on eBay. He had a case of them, and he sold out pretty quick. And I honestly didn't think for usually, you get marked up prices. Really wasn't that bad. I mean, free shipping, and by the time you drive around, try to go to the store and get one, all this stuff. But all right, here's our back art. Pretty cool art. Okay, here's our bio. You want to read that with the Trapjaw? Yeah, a lot of guys we're seeing now. Faker's been out a while, but this is cool. Check this out. It's Tila and the Merman. I got a feeling these two guys aren't far behind. Yeah, it's still I really wanted from the season 1 of that show and more of the vintage, or the animation inspired one. Merman, yeah, I don't know, but I'm not a little mixed on a battle damage version. Cool, but we'll see. All right, so let's get this guy out of the box, and we're gonna check him out. So we got him out of the box. Yeah, I kind of dig the redesign for the Revelations. It's it kind of reminds me. It has a little bit of that vintage, or I don't know, Filmation inspiration, and a little bit mixed between the classics, maybe 2000X. But I like it. So let's bring him in for a closer look. So of course, one of the most important things is that head sculpt. Yeah, there were some images floating online with when the jaw was down of that. The design of the teeth and the mouth and the tongue sticking out like that. In hand, I don't think it's terrible. It's how the classics kind of had half a jaw, or the regular trap jaw. Your which I'll bring it in the origins, just the black space or vintage. Yeah, that's kind of design there. It's not bad. But you can check out the eyes. I'll bring it for a closer look. Teeth, excellent sculpt. There's a tongue hanging out. Yeah, nice painting up here. Now as far as the head, okay, you can kind of look left to right. You can go back and down, but mine has a spring effect. I don't know if the peg is if that's supposed to do that, but it actually goes up and it springs forward. I don't know if that's supposed to be with this figure, but and then the trap jaw itself go all the way up. Now that looks really cool. And then go down maybe about that far and heads back. Yeah, as far as it's gonna go. Yeah, I love the colors. It's just got that real creepy green. It's known in like the classics or vintage. And check this out. It's got that ring up top too to slide them like the vintage has. A kid, I'd never understood what that is, and years later we figured out what the point of that was. But yeah, not bad. I like the head sculpt overall. And with his chest, he has that metallic blue. Yeah, I like the colors. Pretty neat. Now this is all, I don't know. It seems like now, so this part of the armor is for that larger chest piece, the half a chest piece that covers up the chest itself. That is all sculpted to that's not removable. And same thing with this piece. Got his ab crunch now with these two. Has two different belts. Has one that's already sculpted on with the loincloth, and it has a removable one that we're familiar with to hold weapons on. We'll check that out soon. But yeah, he's got, he can turn left to right. Now the ab, yeah, it's really hindered by that. Kind of go back and up, and then he has waist. All typical stuff with the Revelation figures. All right, and then his regular arm, or the left arm, he's got that, mechanical piece kind of like sculpted in there. Yeah, it's, same thing. Everything we know. Go out, down, back, forward. Okay, it's got the bicep swivel. Yeah, check out this bracer. Really, that's unique. Does it come off? Oh, check it out when we get the hand off. But yeah, really nasty cut in the muscle. I don't care for that for this, but I guess it's so you can bring it slowly forward with the bracer. And then he comes with the closed hand, and he also comes with an open one. We'll switch that out soon. But yeah, it's kind of, so that's what that arm looks like. And of course, everybody's favorite, one of the most important, is mechanical, or his bio arm. Yeah, articulation. It's on a ball joint. Go up, down, back, forward, all that stuff. Yeah, so that's cool. This can straighten out. So we got a ball swivel in there, and I think it's oh yeah, his bicep. Check it out. It's like a mechanical bicep swivel. And of course, he's equipped with his laser cannon or gun, and that can spin too. And it just, I don't know how that. Wow, that's really tight in there. See how it pops out. There we go. Unique design. Check that out. It's got its own peg on the arm instead of coming out of the weapon. And the lower waist, like I said, we got the belt. Now that can come off. We'll take that off soon. Yeah, that's all sculpted loincloth. Legs go all the way out. Okay, check out this armor on the knees. That's pretty neat. I don't know if, yeah, they're kind of sculpted on too, it seems like. but it can spin like, it has a strange thigh cut. Yeah, knees can bend all the way back. It's got, can spin a foot and, yeah, more or less just rotate like that. So yeah, I got a good range of articulation for all these different aesthetics. This is a pretty neat design. I like that for the knees. And the other side's all the same, obviously. And yeah, you can kind of rotate the foot a little bit, like I said, up and down. Yeah, and it's got like these, it's all black in here, like it's armor, and then the body, the muscle cuts into it, and it's got that green, like, Raptor's familiar with. We've seen a vintage classic, so yeah, very similar designs, kind of the back. Now that's a quick layout of accessories that comes with in the box. As far as accessories, so we have his upper clan armor, I want to call it. It's here, a little soft material. Okay, it splits like that. It's kind of the inside. We'll put it on. We'll set him up soon with that. Check out what that looks like. But if you're curious with that. And then we got that the kind of the Velcro vest. Looks like it just opens up and you wrap that around his arms. And that's the belt that you're going to use for that whole clan setup. It just has a peg in the back. Then we have his typical hook. And we got his claw. I like that design too. That looks really cool. Looks like something like a Batman tool. And then the open hand. That's for the left side. So obviously I packed the left side, and I popped the closed hand out. I did heat this up. You should, all these things heat up with a blow dryer real quick. I'm putting them on. I got a heater in my garage, but it pop right out. Otherwise, these pegs, they freak me out. They're gonna snap. But I did that because I'd rather the closed hand, and I don't really have no use for this or the this hand. But anyway, I'm curious if this bracer doesn't look like it comes off. I don't know, or it's glued on. It almost looks like it's, No, mine's not. It's not moving. Yeah, it almost looks like it's a sculpt, but it's glued onto the figure. So it's not meant to come off, or it ain't coming off mine. So I just thought I'd show that. And if you're curious, kind of his utility belt, right? How the weapons pop on. Really simple. It's like the vintage classics. Yeah, it looks pretty neat. Okay, so let's start setting up his clan outfit here. So we're gonna pop the utility belt. I took the weapons off, so it's just gonna one of those like so, right? Little peg. That's how you remove the belt. And it looks like this cloth vest. So I just kind of, I'm being lazy. You could probably easier pop this weapon off, but just slide it over the big arm, like so. Bend the arm back like that. Right, dressing our dolls up, and then yeah, pull the Velcro together. Something like that. Then we have his little, this different belt you're going to put on. Same thing. It's kind of a peg. And some of these are really pop on like so. Okay, and you kind of adjust it. And I fixed this up here. The Velcro and center it. So something like that. And for the this clan armor, I'll call it, we're going to pop the head right off. So I'd go under the jaw. I'd be careful with this piece too. I don't know. Something looks like, you might snap and push your finger against it. But more or less. All right, and then it's going to pop down on. Put the head back on. All right, got him all dressed up in his clan attire. Yeah, it doesn't look bad on him. All right, well, we got the MOTU Colt going. Figure I'd throw in Triclops, get those two together, because they were more or less the duo in the show. And we got a little comparison with their traditional looks. All right, back to the head for a second. Now, I don't have... If you want to go check out Toy Habits, if you're curious whether a Classics head can fit on, you can fit... Okay, so with the Revelations, I always say, the ball pegs are slightly different. They're not really supposed to fit, but you can make the Classics heads fit by forcing them on or heating them a little. Now I'm going to bring in my comparison here. That's just kind of, Classics overall. I keep my stuff in card. Now, I do have another figure, more or less, that's also, it's the Super 7 Filmation Classic. So let's check out that and see if the heads work on the Revelations and if the Revelations will work on that guy. So as far as just a comparison, you can see, so this is Filmations, the Super 7, Trapjaw, and obviously Revelations. Now, obviously, this is where the inspiration was taken from, the Filmation, of course, bumped up in kind of design we got, be more realistic, modernized, whatnot. But let's see if the heads switch out. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So with the Revelations, the ball peg is slightly bigger than the Classics or the Super 7, the Club Grayskull, which basically classic Filmation Classics, but these are smaller. So what happens is, so we'll just take, for instance, the Revelation head, and we'll put it on this body. Now, it will sit there, but say the peg isn't doing nothing. It's just it's kind of loose. I mean, unless you're going to hold them upside down, it's going to pop off. So technically, it doesn't work. But now with the Classics or Filmation, Now I got to heat this head up because it's really hard. We're gonna pop it on neck and see what that looks like. Okay, so I did get the head on. I had to heat it up and force it on. But if you're curious, that's more or less what your Club Grayskull or Classics head's gonna look like. Doesn't look bad. It looks good. And here's a little Trapjaw party here. We got the Origins, we got Revelations, Filmation, the Classics Filmation, or Club Grayskull, and we got our Classics. And the other point with the Classics, too, unless you had a spare head, I would never take the head off this and give it to this guy. I mean, you're not going to beat this aesthetics. That's my opinion, but that's just me. But if you had a spare, if you're able to get a hold of one, then it would look cool on him, but it's going to fit the same way the Club Grayskull one. You got to really heat it and force it on. So, yeah, I thought I'd throw that opinion in there. And if anybody's curious, with the Origins Trapjaw and the Revelation, now the ball pegs are the same, but Trapjaw, the Origins, is unique. This was a problem with the Cronus. Kind of has this raised piece for the head, so the neck is different. But I'm going to show you. So here's the Origins Trapjaw head on the Revelation body. It looks pretty cool. Works. It goes up and down, spins left to right. Yeah, not bad. And with the Origins body, see what I'm talking about because of that raised peg. The head can go on Revelation's head, but that's as far as it's going to go. And it looks pretty cool. Kind of works. It will spin, but you're going to have that big goofy gap in the back, and you can't really open the jaw unless you tilt the head back. But it's more or less, that's what it looks like. And for giggles, and giggles it is, I throw on the Origins Chronos head. Yeah, the color's off. Doesn't sit right for some reason. It's like the ball, something's different in the head. I don't know, but if you're curious. And for fun, I'm going to put some, I don't know if you can see that. I got fishing string, or you can use a piece of rope, but let's thread it through that little eyepiece eyelid on his head. See if he slide, what it looks like sliding. Ah! And lastly, I want to focus on this mechanical arm. So it's completely different for the peg. Now, my advice is I'm going to heat these up. You should heat these up with a blow dryer because these are so thin. I already heated it up. Should come off. Maybe. Yeah, see, that's really, I probably should heat it again. But that is a really thin peg, and you're twisting it. I can see that snapping off, and I don't think this comes off. Nope. And we'll pop the claw on, too, to see what that looks like. We tried the gun and the hook. You're curious. And here's our hook. Same thing, it just spins, and this doesn't close or nothing like. I don't think it, no, it's just kind of pre-sculpted. All right, so that sums it up. Hopefully I went over everything well in details, at least the things I think are important, all the accessories and aesthetics and whatnot. Yeah, overall, I think he's great. I love that sculpt. Like, again, you can, if you had a Classics or a Club Grayskull, you can change the heads out. They do work, but you got to kind of heat them, force them on. The Origins head fits perfect. That snaps right on. That weapon, I don't like that peg setup. Got to be very careful with that. For the third time, but I'm saying, heat it up because you will snap that. But the accessories and that clan attire is pretty cool. It's not, it depends what you're looking for. I think I'm going to keep mine more traditional, but otherwise, yeah, for deluxe figure, it's great what he comes with. And I really like his redesign. So I hope that helps. Hope that answers all your questions. Hope everybody's doing great. And until next time, take care.